Classic Truck Rescue. Well, we've gotten a lot done since the last time we did an intro, huh, Kermit?
Oh yeah.
A lot. We got the Husky just about completely done. I believe all I got to do is put a couple of nuts on those pulley covers, put the belt on, and replace a couple more pieces of missing hardware. But got the new blades on it, got all that twine and stuff carved out of it, rethreaded, well, cleaned up a hole so the bolt could get in it, put the new blades on, put a new bolt in for one of the pulley covers, and
you put the wheels on right.
It now has 4 wheels instead of 3 wheels. No, it now has 5 wheels instead of 4 wheels. Put them on right so that the wheels actually touch the ground. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? You guys can't see it right now. You will in a minute, though, because we'll get that installed today. Also, my buddy Chad came over. We put the new hydraulic hose on the bucket truck. We got the hydraulics working, where the back bucket actually went up and down, in and out, left and right. We found a switch. What do you call that? It's a valve and a switch. It's got a coil that activates a valve for
solenoid valve,
and I believe it's for operating the pump. That gets it's for operating the generator.
Yes, it's offers a hydraulic motor for the powers of the generator.
Chad knows more about it than I do, but I know what's wrong, and because he explained it to me. And so Kermit and I are going to go dive in there and remove the defective component, and instead of putting an electric operated solenoid switch coil valve thing there, we're going to put a valve, ball valve, right? And
ball valve or whatever it is required.
Yeah, whatever it is that Chad called it, but we're going to speed it up a little bit by removing that part. That's the first thing we're going to do. We'll get that done, then I'm going to get the mower deck back on there, and then Kermit and I got a couple of things out there with the building that we had left undone the last time he was here. My fault. I've just been busier than heck. But we're going to get that squared away, and but we might get the bucket truck running first, so we might be able to use it to help us with that, right? Camp Kermit's, oh, you're looking at that. Yeah, also, Kermit almost got beat up by my mom. He didn't realize it because he doesn't know her, but I had to tell him, I had to pull him aside and say, hey, when my mom says no, absolutely not, forget about it. And every time she says something, her hand's getting closer to your face, you're in the danger zone. But he was telling my mom about how he's going to hang me from the crane on that. What do you call that again, Kermit?
It's called a bosun's chair.
Oh, bosun's chair. I call it a swing. And I think my mom calls it a piece of wood with her son on it hanging from a crane. And no, we're not doing that. It's cute, though. I told Kermit we'd make a zip line. Or what do you call it?
Slide for life.
Oh, slide for life. Nowadays we call it a zip line. And I've got the cable. And now I've got the chair, and we'll cobble something together and put Kermit in that one of these days.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll go ride from the crane on this thing and show us how it's done.
Oh, you're going down a slide for life, because it's going to be life or death. Anyways, in today's episode, we're going to get you're going to see stuff that we've already done. You're going to see us getting the bucket truck going. I don't know how these are going to play out. I literally have, I hate to put a number on it, but I have a lot of footage from 3 different cameras that I have got to start putting together and get you guys. So expect a lot of videos. Anna, leave it. Don't kill it. Why does she want to kill the birds?
They move.
They move. Anyways, we're going to work. Classic Truck Rescue. Peace out. So we spent a lot of time on this the other day, and we actually got it where the bucket goes up and down, in and out, left and right, but you have to override it. And this is the switch that Chad isolated everything to right there. We ran bogus power, 12 volts of power to it, and the coil wasn't activating, which means this valve wasn't opening. Yeah, so what we're trying to do is put in a manual valve. So I've got to take this off and that off to get this off to figure out what kind of plumbing we need to make that happen. What's this?
That's actually a throttle valve, according to your friend.
A throttle valve?
Yeah. It controls your speed. It's just this little nut that's in here that it restricts the flow going through the motor over to there.
All right, so that needs to stay on there then and just be set like it is. We just need to get this,
this
and that off, right?
Yes, this and that, this piece and that off.
All right, we're going to get this and that off, folks, and we'll be back. So we were having a heck of a time getting a wrench on any of these fittings down in here. So I unbolted the block and voila! Hold that for a second, would you, Kerm? And I'm going to zip tie that up here, and then we have easy access to the connectors. I'll be back. That's good. Just want her to stay up there a little bit. Okay, now we can get to those. So here's the cluster of compilation mess that we pulled off of there. And basically this is what needs to be bypassed because this solenoid is not working. Anyways, we'll see what we can do about this, and I'll be back. All right, I sent my buddy Chad pictures of this, and I'm awaiting instructions, but we've got it boiled down to no good right here. Got to replace by something more gooder, and in the meantime, we're gonna finish putting the mower back together, so we got something accomplished. Then we're gonna pull these, go into town and get a fitting. Might have the mower and the bucket truck up and running today. What do you think about that, Kermit? Oh yeah. So one of the causes of my premature belt failure was that this was missing a bolt, and this is a deck support rod. It goes from the mower deck to the frame of the tractor, and you can see it was riding on that pulley, and I'm sure it was rubbing on the belt, but it was missing a bolt like this that holds it to the frame of the tractor. And it would have taken me a week and a half to order another one of these bolts, so I had to make a reasonable facsimile, and I think I did pretty good, folks.
Nothing is greater than an idea that time has come.
But it fits, and it has the same threads, and that'll do the trick. Another factor contributing to the early belt failure was that this cover was missing a bolt and was actually bent, so I actually heard it making a weird noise up against that. But so I just ran a bolt up through the bottom when I was putting the new blades on, and I'll put a nut and washer on the top, and that'll be more gooder. Plus I straightened it out. But it's time to put the belt on. I'll be back when I'm installing this deck. Okay, so my mower is back in one piece. And there's also a brass rod, well, not brass, but a metal rod that goes from one side of the deck to the other side of the frame of the tractor. And I think it's for keeping the deck straight this way. That was also bent, unhooked, and just laying there. So when you get a brand new piece of equipment, don't just assume that the guy that put it together down there at the dealership tightened all the bolts. Check them. But anyways, new belt. All new hardware, new blades. Let's go see how she mows. What do you think, Kermit? A lot simpler.
Yes, after that.
Probably ought to leave these guys loose till I get it all in position, huh?
I would.
I don't have a whole lot of leeway on this guy. Boy. Probably should put some thread tape on that one too, right?
Theoretically, it's self-sealing, but
Theoretically. I think that guy's okay like that. You got that big cover that goes over this.
yeah, it's in the back.
I don't know. I think that'd be all right, don't you?
I think it will.
Does this get hot?
Yeah, they'll get hot eventually, but don't worry about it, because they do get warm.
Good.
Because the fluid flowing to them.
I think that'll work, don't you?
Just tighten them up and see what happens.
Nothing's in a bind.
Yeah. Guess we don't need those right now.
No. I don't need those periods.
This old hose was flexible enough to be able to put that little kink in it, and thank goodness.
Yeah.
That's the last thing I got to do, isn't it?
This is what. That should be it, Kermit.
I totally agree.
I think that's all right, don't you?
Yeah,
Don't really want to put anything in more of a bind than that.
yeah. Let's test it before we put the cover back on.
Yeah. All right. So far, so good. We fired up the truck, and this shaft immediately started turning down there. Generator's running. I can hear it making happy sound. No leaks. Kermit, I'm going to take her out to the pasture where I can extend the boom. out, but it is working better than it was before because you don't have to hold the 2 switches and stuff. So.
Awfully thirsty, huh? Holy cow. Good thing there's not coffee in there. That little dog would be zinging all over the property.